different. Don't have him in the club talking about, excuse me, have you seen her?
Then, a tale of two strangers. One mother's response to tragedy changes another mom's life forever.
I'm here to help. One of the greatest gifts that the internet has given us over the past few years, folks, is a video of a person emerging from anesthesia. People say the craziest stuff when they're under the influence. Usually, they're talking pure nonsense. But you're about to see is a woman that is different. After surgery, she woke up with a crystal clear agenda.
Yeah, let me see. Let me feel you. Really?
I'm not going anywhere.
I love you so much.
Well, thank you.
You should love me too.
We just met today.
I think we should get married. We'll be the cutest couple ever.
I see.
My wedding dress is gonna be blue.
Blue.
Me and Luke are getting married. Christmas love. You're so adorable.
Thanks. Thanks.
I wish I could just.
Oh, you're gonna have fun watching this later.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Well, let's go to the audience. It's time for Ask Steve. Where's Lauren? Lauren?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
So my mother is an author of suspense novels that she hopes to one day turn into movies.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, she's been writing for years, so she's kind of picked out the characters that she's wanted along the way. Like, one of her main characters is supposed to be Beyonce, but I think I could play that role.
Okay.
So how can I convince her to let me be in the movie?
Oh, hell, that's easy. As soon as she find out how much Beyonce costs. Your ass get the part. So your mom writes these?
Yep.
Yeah. That's your mom?
Yes.
You've written this book?
I've written books, yes.
And you want Beyonce to play them?
Well, you just have to visualize people as you're writing,
absolutely.
and I can't. So help me to convince my daughter that I don't want to visualize her as I'm writing.
Well, she's
Suspense,
right there.
thrillers,
I mean, are you
and romance.
okay? Well, you don't want her in the romance.
Right. So.
Oh, okay. You just want to use Beyonce. Okay. Are you an actress?
Get in there, yes.
And your mama don't want you to have it?
Don't.
I mean, is it like steamy love scenes in it?
I'm a Christian, but you know, I'm a woman. So
I'm a Christian too, but where you? Hell, we all Christian, but where you think little Christians come from?
I walked into that one.
Somebody got to do it. Maybe your first role shouldn't be a steamy love novel. Maybe your first role should be, you know, as a Christian, play a church girl.
Okay. So thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you, darling. Thank you all very much. Where's Sharon?
Hello, Steve.
Hey, Sharon.
I've been told that I snore a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you know, I'm just a little bit embarrassed about that.
Mm-hmm.
So my granddaughter once spent the night with me, and she slept with her earbuds in.
Uh-huh.
And also another grandchild spent the night with me, and she slept downstairs and told me she could hear me with the door closed downstairs.
Yeah.
So now my question to you is, what do I do if I'm gonna spend the night with somebody? What if it's a guy? Do I like stay up all night? Do I tell them? What do I do?
These guys, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What age range guy we talking?
Somewhere between 55 and 65.
The more you go past 60, the less we care.
Okay.
60, he just glad somebody over the house. He don't give a damn if you take the door off. I dated a girl once who used the bathroom with the door open.
Oh.
And I mean used the bathroom with the door open. I don't like nobody that much. I love my wife, but you got to close this damn door. There's some things about you I don't really want to know. And sounds is one of them. I don't know where I'm going with this. Actually forgot your question. I was about to do a whole toilet run just now. Creole girl took me out to dinner. She said, "You like Creole food?" "Yeah, never had it in my life. I'm from the hood. Been eating fried chicken most of my life." I got in, that stuff was spicy as hell. Tore my stomach up. I dropped her off. She said, "Come on in for a little while." And God, dog, I mean, I use the bathroom like never before. You can sit down, ma'am, because I'm going to just go and tell this. Just took quite a bit of, paper to pull myself together, and I stood up and I flushed it, and I stood up, and I pulled my pants up, and I didn't hear that noise that I needed to hear. I didn't hear that whoosh. And I panicked, so they had a trash can. So I threw the paper in the bathtub, and I dipped it. But it kept coming. So now I got a trash can full of mess, and it's steady rising. So I threw it in the bathtub. But it kept coming. So I dipped it again, and it kept coming. So I threw it again. I got 2 trash cans full of mess in this girl's, her mama and them bathroom, so it stopped. And everywhere. So I took the towels off the rack with their initials on them, because I had to wipe it down. I ain't had no other way. I had to shower. She came in, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "I'm using the bathroom." "What is all that noise? Get away from the door." So I tucked my shirt in, the little medicine cabinet, tucked my shirt. I said, "Okay," sweat coming all off my head. I come outside. She said, "Oh my God, what have you done?" I said, "Nothing." "What is on your clothes?" I looked down. It was everywhere. At your own house. We'll be right back.
Coming up next, Steve welcomes actress, author, and reality star Holly Robinson Peete.
Hey, from O's, for Pete's sake, please welcome my buddy, Holly Robinson Peete.
Hello, everybody. Hello,
Holly, what's up, darling? How you feeling?
Had a twirl for you, Steve.
I see that.
You
That's
see what I'm
nice,
saying?
Daddy.
Thank you.
How you been?
Afternoon dressing. I've been very good, thank you. How about you?
You've always kept your career alive and well.
I'm just trying to be like you. I was gonna say we started together. We didn't start together, but we go pretty far back.
Oh, yeah.
When I was on a show called For Your Love, Steve was on your Steve Harvey comedy show, and we would always run into each other.
On
That
the
was
WB.
On the WW. Y'all remember the WB? Before it was a frog. Was the
Michigan Frog.
Michigan J Frog was.
Man, I hated that. We used to have to go to parties and take pictures with
the
frog.
frog. frog.
I hated that.
That was really painful.
Dude, seriously.
I'm so sorry you had that experience with
family?
the frog. Everyone's good, as you can see. My mom is trying to play basketball at 80.
We were talking. Yeah, her mom is 80 years old.
She is, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Holly's mother is one of the finest looking 80-year-old women. No, she's 80.
Okay.
That's not an old picture.
No, that was just a couple months ago. She's 80 and she's dating. I have very mixed feelings about this because she's so spicy and, you know, spunky. But do you really want to pick up the pieces of your 80-year-old mama's broken heart?
I don't really see your mama getting her heart broke at 80.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But she's also getting tattoos.
What?
She got her first one at 75. And every year for her birthday, she gets another one. And she gets them, you know, not just a regular, oh, little cute. She gets them right here, a gramp stamp, we call them, right here.
A gramp stamp instead of a tramp stamp.
Yes.
Wow.
And so she's been getting them since she's 75. And she's like, you know, she run out of real estate back there. It's like, it's like, come on, Mom. But she ain't playing, boy. She gets her ink. She goes to her same guy every year. So it's cute. But until she bends over the garden, and then it's all over. Me and Rodney are like, ugh, we don't need to see all that. You don't need to see all that.
You've been doing TV for a long time.
Yeah.
Tell everybody how you got started.
Well, so when I was 5 years old, living in Philadelphia, my dad had got this new job. Turns out he was doing this children's show, and it was called Sesame Street. Okay? So that's my daddy. He was the original Gordon on Sesame Street. And there he is.
Wow.
With Big Bird and Bob and Susan. So I really wanted to be on this show. All the kids on our block got to go up in New York to be on the show. I really wanted to be on the show, but my dad didn't like the idea of the showbiz kid thing, so he was really discouraging me and pushing back. But I begged and pleaded, and finally he caved, and I had one line, and I blew my one line. I was supposed to say, "Hi, Gordon," and I kept saying, "Hi, Daddy," and yeah. So that was really fun, and of course, you know, I did end up seeing them lights, and I was like, ooh, this is what I want to do. So he was right. I shouldn't have gone up there, because then
that was it.
Yeah. And
so what'd you do for your first appearance? You did something special.
Oh, so for my first appearance, the Jackson 5, oh, my favorite, when I was 6 years old. The Jackson 5 were coming to Philly, and Michael wanted to meet Gordon from Sesame Street. I mean, this was a dream come true for me, right? And so I asked my mom, can you cut my hair so I have a J5 fro? She was like, no. So took matters into my own hands and cut my own hair into a Jackson 5 fro, got to meet Michael Jackson, couldn't speak to him, and there we are.
Wow.
Now, tell the truth.
That's a great photo.
Don't I look like the youngest Jackson in that picture? Yeah. That was my, you know, greatest moment of my life, to be able to meet. And then later on, I was in the Jacksons' American Dream, and I played Diana Ross, and I'm about to do another Jacksons film for Lifetime, and it's just like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Wow.
I miss him.
No. What people don't, you don't know him. You can get out the tabloids and offline. None of it's true. He was eccentric because he had money.
Yeah.
Because he had that other kind of money.
Right.
I mean, he had giraffes at his house.
Yeah.
You know how much money you got to have to get a damn giraffe?
That place was crazy. I went there for a first birthday party. So I went up there and walked around, and like Steve said, there were giraffe and elephants and roller coasters, and I was like, wow.
A train that went all the way around the 3,000 acres. You just got on the train. He was just a kind person.
He
People
really
don't
was.
understand. He never hurt any kid.
Big heart.
All of that was all fabricated. Michael
So this
Jackson
movie that we're doing for Lifetime, I can't say a whole lot about it, but it covers the time during the allegations, and it shows how he was a parent to his kids, and the kids are in it, actors. Yeah. And I play his publicist.
Ramon Bain. And Ramon was really cool. She called me one morning and said, Michael wants to go to church and want to know if you'd take him.
Oh, wow.
I said, all right, man, I'll take you. I took Michael Jackson to Chip Murray's church on Crenshaw.
Right.
Oh, he was, we off on the
Amazing.
wrong subject. This guy.
Yeah,
really.
no, we could tell Michael Jackson stories forever.
Hey, we got more with Holly Robinson Peete after the break. Stay with us, everybody.
After the break, more with Holly Robinson Peete.
What's the secret to getting through all of these obstacles with your husband?
Every now and then you got to set a time and agenda to be connected and be on the same page. You know, that and a couple of hotel runs every now and then.
She adores her husband, but he sucks at romance.
This is where you're taking me?
Steve staging a much-needed dating intervention. Then Harvey's Law takes on paranormal activity.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, all hell broke loose.
You finna clear all the black people out.
Monday.
All right, y'all, listen, we're back with my buddy, actress and author Holly Robinson Peete. Now, Holly, you've been married 22 years.
Yes, I have. 22 years.
Hollywood marriages don't last. And you're married to a professional athlete.
I know, that's the double whammy.
Which is like unheard of in this business.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up with a quarterback because I wasn't looking for an athlete. It just kind of happened, you know. Our friend Leela Rashawn, actress, she introduced us. And he was, yeah, you didn't know that? So Leela introduced us. She kept saying, you know, I want you to meet this guy. He's his quarterback. You know, he's been asking about you. I was like, oh, miss me with the I'm not trying to do the athlete thing. And literally, he had a party at his house, and Leela said, come on, we're going. Put your Daisy Dukes on. Okay, now I've dated myself. Put your Daisy Dukes on. And we're going.
Daisy Dukes on.
Put your Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, come on.
And we are going
Daisy
over.
Dukes on, go get you a husband. Come on, girl.
That's exactly right. And so I was like, whatever. So she dragged me over to this party. We got there. I looked at it was like 4 football players and like 50 women. It was like 1 to 5 each. I was like, what? And so, actually that'd be 1 to 10, but whatever. And so I was like, wow. And he said, he was just totally trying to push up on me, but I was just so not feeling him, which was intriguing to him. You know how guys are, you know, when you don't like them, then they really push up on you.
Yeah.
So I left, ate my little food. Me and Leela ate the little food and left, right? Got home, 5 minutes later, there's a knock on my door. He only lived 5 minutes away. I said, what are you doing here? It was Rodney. He said, well, I said, don't you have a party at your house? He said, well, when you left, the party was over. I said,
let's go, boy. Come on. Yeah.
I said, that's going to get you 1 date.
That's going to get you 1 date?
That's going to get you 1 date, and then 22 years, 4 kids later, we still here, so.
Wow. And knock on the door.
Yeah.
What's the secret to getting through all of these obstacles with your husband?
Steve, I think it's about staying on the same page. Every now and then you got to set a time and agenda to be connected and be on the same page. What's bothering you? What's bothering you? That's what's worked for us. You know, that and a couple of hotel runs every now and then. Because there is no fun stuff happening at our house because we have too many kids, too many dogs, and my mama in the backyard. It's not sexy. It's not sexy.
What y'all doing in there? Want some company? Yeah, your mama ate it.
This is a libido killer to have your mama in your mother-in-law, the mother in the backyard.
Wow. So. Marjorie and I, as great as our relationship is, we have our challenges sometimes. That's one thing we do, though. We sit down every quarter and just say, hey, what's going on? What's changed?
That's right.
And we have these meetings, and then she tells me what she's doing different. I find out where she's going. Like, my wife would just, it was getting crazy, because I look up and say, wait, hey, babe, what's happening tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to Milan.
I know. I follow her on Instagram to just live through her. Like, where is Marjorie today? Oh, she's on the runway with Stefano Dolce & Gabbana. I'm like, whoo, she's my fantasy. She's my what's wrong?
She's mine, too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's why y'all still married.
Yeah. And I was just talking to her the other night. I want to go home. She's out of the country now. And she goes from there, she goes to Paris. But she's living her dream that she wanted when she was younger.
Yes.
And she couldn't. And so, you know, she has all these relationships because of her blog. And
it's amazing.
They pay her to come to these shows.
Well, she looks good doing it. Whatever she's doing, she needs to keep doing it. We are the same age, so I see it, look at her, and I'm like,
You're the same age as Marjorie?
We're the exact same age.
They're 52 years old.
Still hanging in there, Steve.
You're way better than hanging. You 50 years, if you're 52 and can look like this, you better stop the presses. There's some 22-year-old women want to look like that.
Oh.
I gotta tell you. Let me tell you something, man. But you do, what do you do to stay in shape? Let me ask you.
Oh, well, I try to stay very active. I try to eat right, eat well. I mean, all that stuff. It's boring. It's not fun.
No.
I do that spinning. I always feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack in the room. Every time I walk into the spin room, I look up for the little defibrillator on the wall. I'm not lying, because I always feel like I'm overdoing it, but then when I leave, I'm sweaty and I feel all rejuvenated, but I try to do that.
I don't do machines well because I read, and it says when you feel faint or dizzy, stop. Well, okay, well. Once I'm walking and I read that, I instantly, hell, I'm dizzy.
I guess I gotta stop.
What I've done, I've shut carbs off for a while.
Oh, right.
That's very difficult to do, but it's working for me right now.
Oh, yeah, how is that? That's hard.
That's the hardest
My thing
in the
is
world.
sugar. I have a hard time with sugar. I can't quit sugar. I know I'm supposed to. Have y'all tried to do that? That's really hard.
What? It really, Holly, come on. You need to just go ahead on. Whatever you eat and just keep on eating. Get your ass some sugar. Hey, folks, give it up for Holly Robinson Peete. For Pete's sake, airs Saturday nights on OWN at 10, 9 Central. We'll be right back.
Don't go away. Steve's found filters that can make you hotter.
Okay, trim my waistline.
Yep. Done.
Put a curve in there. No one wants a picture of themselves that they hate floating around on social media, right? All right, well, I'm not gonna let it happen anymore. I want you all to look good. I want you to feel good. And so today I'm sharing a simple app that sheds years and pounds off your look. I don't approve of this. I have the owner of the popular Instagram handle, Girl with No Job. Here to help. Welcome back, Claudia.
Thank you.
Hi, Claudia.
Hi.
All right, so these photo filters are what's happening these days. For those who don't know, explain what they are.
You're totally right. It's all the rage with the kids on social media. Basically, what a filter, what an edit does is changes the photo, whether the way the photo looks in general, the way you look in the photo. There's kind of extremes as to what you can do with these different apps. You can make yourself skinnier. You can make yourself fatter. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. You can make your teeth whiter. You can make your skin tanner. You can make your arms bigger. Some guys like to do that. You make yourself shorter. You can make yourself taller. It's whack. And some people take it a little too far. It's important to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
When you say the right way, what's the trick to doing that?
There's a line in the digital world that you can't cross. Everyone edits their photos a little bit, but when you cross the line, it can be kind of embarrassing. A lot of celebrities have done that. I know we love her, but Beyonce has been caught a couple times. Look, you can see. So when you want to make your thigh look smaller, you kind of crunch it. But that moves the other objects around you, like the couch, the phone, and the wine glass. So a couch dips like that. Her phone is swerved, and no wine glasses look like that. They're all curved because she wanted to make her thigh look a little bit smaller.
Okay, you have an app to show us today. What is it?
It's called Facetune. It's one of the most popular apps. It has so many features. You can make your teeth whiter, you can make your lips bigger, your waist smaller, get rid of some of the wrinkles. If you have a pimple, you can get rid of it. There's no end to what this app can do.
All right, well, let's try your app
Yeah,
out.
so we have a really great photo of you that we're, just for an example, I don't think you need anything, but for argument's sake, if you were to need something, these are a couple things we could do. Let's zoom in on your face. Now, we could, hypothetically, get rid of some of your wrinkles and some of your shine with the smoothing tool. So, you see? Little shine. And instantly, you look years younger. Look before and after at your skin. Now, another thing.
What the hell y'all mean? Oh. Ooh, my ass, that ain't...
This is superfluous. It's just so everyone could say, obviously you're a great-looking guy who needs no editing. But for argument's sake, if we wanted...
Yeah, but you keep editing, though.
Right. I I want everyone to see how good the app is. Look what we can do.
So what else you gonna do?
So we're done with your skin. It looks amazing. But let's say that we wanted to make you look a little buffer.
No, you don't understand. That's what this is under here.
No, I totally believe it.
Yeah.
But if you
you go, ho, hey now.
No, you look great.
I'll take this suit off. Woohoo! All right, let's see what you got.
Like, if you wanted to look like The Rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, we can make your arms a little bigger. We can increase your posture. And now look at that.
Okay, trim my waistline in.
Done.
Put a curve in there.
Let's see, you work out.
Some space in between.
You're not sticking to your New Year's resolutions? Look. That
oh, I see what you're doing. There you go.
There's that hourglass.
Bring them on in. There you go.
It's like looking in a mirror. There's one more thing we're gonna do.
What's that?
Just one more thing that a lot of celebrities like yourself suffer from. Sarah Jessica Parker, Madonna, they suffer from like old lady hands. So a lot of the times what they'll do is, look, we're gonna use the smoothing technique. Just take out some of the veins.
My hands like that's wear and tear. That's gangster right there. That's fine. This hand's been in gloves.
Voila.
It's fighting hands right here. I knock people out with this here.
So you started out like this.
Name of the app one more time.
Facetune. It's on the App Store, $3.99. If you feel like making an investment, I really recommend it.
Ladies, I recommend it, especially if you're on a dating app. Just put the little blush on it. Yeah, just go ahead. Listen to me. Get him in the dough. Get him in the dough. Let him find out that you're a great person. We're guys, we're stupid, I'm telling you. Use this to your advantage. Get him in the door, and then when he finds out you're a great person, we don't really care about flaws that much. Once we find out you're a great person, you're a sweetheart, then we can go with all that. But get him in the door first. But don't make yourself look too different. Don't have him in the club talking about, excuse me, have you seen her? Hey, thanks, Claudia. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Coming up, how an unimaginable tragedy brought two strangers together.
You never met this woman?
No, I've never met her. If it wasn't for her.
All right, now, earlier this year, folks, I don't know if you heard about this, but tragedy connected two moms in the most unlikely way. It happened after my next guest came across a deflated balloon with a man's name on it. At first, she had no idea what it meant, but when she discovered what it was, it changed her life. Please welcome Tammy. Tammy, tell us about coming across this balloon.
Well, on January 6th, my dog needed to go outside, so I went ahead and went to go let her out. And as I'm standing out there, something just fell from the sky. And I was scared crapless. And so I reached down and realized that it was a balloon. And I saw that it had a name written on it of Brian Winters, and it said 8/31/16, love, mom and dad. So I went online, tried to find the man by Brian Winters, and had discovered that he had been shot and killed here in Chicago on that date. So I discovered that the balloon traveled 35 miles from Chicago to my home in Indiana. And when I had discovered all this, I was just heartbroken.
Really? So you reached out to his family after that? Why?
Yes, I did. As a mother, I could not fathom losing a child. And when I had discovered that, you know, someone had lost their child, I wanted to reach out to it. So on the profile picture, I had noticed that someone by the name of Deborah had written underneath there about missing her son. So I contacted her and said, I had found a balloon and I was curious, does this belong to you? And she was in shock. She was like, yeah, I just released that balloon with dozens others hours ago in memory of his birthday. And honestly, it's just been hard to believe that that thing can travel that far to me.
Wow. Okay, so what happened after that?
After that, I've gotten contact with her. I talk to her almost daily now. I've gotten to learn a lot about Brian, who's a 33-year-old chef, and he has left behind a 9-year-old little girl. He was not gang-related. He was a college graduate. He was honestly in his front yard minding his own business, and a masked gunman came and just shot him. It's just hard because there's no suspects, there's no clues, there's no leadings, there's nothing leading to who has done this and why they've done this to her son.
Okay, so you kept in touch with this man's mom.
Mm-hmm.
What's your relationship like with the mother?
She's like a mom to me. I grew up without a mom. And she raised 4 amazing children in the city of Chicago, and she explained to me how hard that's been for her. I'm raising 5 children, and I have young ones. And any day that I'm having a bad day or just anything, I'm able to call her, and she'll talk to me and be like, honey, I went through that. Like, no big deal. Here, this is what I used to do. And I am able to talk to her and relate to her. And if she finds out one of my children are sick, she'll call me and be like, oh my gosh, tell so-and-so that I hope they feel better. She calls and tells me goodnight every night. She prays with me all the time.
Wow.
She's a wonderful lady.
Wow. Have you ever met in person?
No. I wanted to travel up this spring and come meet her, kind of like wait for the weather to be done. And I wanted to meet her and get to see and put a name to the face.
Wow. Deborah's backstage. Now, she believes that she's here simply to tell her son's story. She has no idea that Tammy's here and that they're going to meet for the first time. This will be good. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Every year, thousands of lives are lost to senseless gun violence here in Chicago. My next guest lost her youngest son when a mass shooter outside her home tragically shot and killed him. Please welcome Deborah. Deborah, first of all, thank you for coming. Our condolences. That's got to be a tough thing. Tell us about your son, Brian.
Brian was a chef. He graduated from 8th grade, never missing a day. He graduated from high school, went to college. Brian was just an all-around good guy, you know. I miss my son terribly. I just, every minute, every second of the day, it has affected my whole family, you know. We only had a handful of family anyway, and everybody is affected by this gun violence, you know. All these kids are getting killed and shot and, you know, losing their lives and, you know, losing their moms and dads, you know. It needs to stop. It needs to stop, you know. I just can't say that enough. I just can't say that enough. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You released balloons.
Yes.
In your son's memory, and something unlikely happened.
Yes, my son's birthday was January the 6th of 2017. So I say, well, let's release balloons. So we released over 60 balloons, one of them being a turquoise balloon, which I wrote on Brian Winters, August 31st, 2016, love mom and dad. We all got outside and released the balloons. I said, well, if that balloon make it to heaven, he gonna know that it was from me. The balloon traveled 35 miles out of Chicago to Portage, Indiana. The lady was walking her dog and the balloon, it landed on her feet. She could have picked up the balloon and threw it in the garbage or, you know, this balloon said something. So she took it in the house and she said she got a better look and she saw the name Brian Winters on there. So she went on Facebook and she contacted my daughter, she contacted me, you know, and I reached out and then, you know, I just couldn't believe it. This balloon traveled 35 miles without losing air on one of the coldest days of the year. On one of the coldest days. Helium don't last good in cold air. You bring them back in the heat, it'll flare back out, you know. But the balloon made it 2 hours to Portage, Indiana. And she got in touch with me, and she, you know, they had an article in the Post-Tribune, you know, about my son's story. I want everybody to know that all these guys they're not bad. They're not bad. My son was not a bad guy, you know. I miss my son terribly. It's just bad. It needs to stop. It needs to stop, you know. Too many people losing their lives. Too many.
You never met this woman?
No, I never met her. I never met her. She said that, you know, maybe the spring, because she had 5 kids. She said maybe this, you know, spring that, you know, she would come and we'll meet each other.
You know, we found out how you met because Tammy told us.
Yeah.
Because Tammy's here today. Hey, Tammy, come on out.
Oh, this is so special. This is so special. I didn't know you were gonna be here. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be right here.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here.
If it wasn't for Brian. Brian made this happen. I have something for you. You kind of knew this was... I had this. It's a necklace with a cross. And it says, let every blessing in. And I want to thank you for letting me be in your life. You know, I understand that you feel that I could have thrown that balloon away, but I feel that you didn't have to keep talking to me. You didn't have to constantly, you know, listen to me cry.
You helped me.
And you've helped me.
And that's what my son would have wanted. That's what my son would have wanted. Thank you.
I mean, you know, I say this all the time. Behind every piece of adversity, I don't care what besets you in your life, there's a lesson and there's a blessing.
Yes.
Behind, I don't care what it is. See, man, God is amazing. People don't get it. I tell people all the time, you quit tripping on, look, man, you just don't know how he works. That old saying, he works in mysterious ways.
That's right.
You don't know. And it's okay to talk about faith. People get shaky when they don't want to talk about faith because they don't want nobody to know they believe. And all. I don't care if you don't, you better know I believe. I have nothing else. I have no other. Hey, I want to say thanks to Deborah and to Tammy. We'll be right back.
She adores her husband, but he sucks at romance.
This is where you're taking me?
Steve staging a much-needed dating intervention. Then Harvey's Law takes on paranormal activity.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, all hell broke loose.
You finna clear all the black people out.
Monday.
All right, everybody, we've got time for just one more thing. One of my favorite pastimes is cussing. Now, there are people who don't cuss, but when you're a little kid, that's a huge no-no. Oh, I could not use profanity. My mama was a Sunday school teacher, just out of the question. This boy came up with a genius way to get around breaking the rules. Watch this and listen close.
Please give it back to me. It's special. I found it. It's good.
Jack! Jack! Give it back!
Jack, give it to him.
Yeah! I can't find... Can I just swear once?
Yeah.
You, Jack.
This one time, since he broke my toy, I'm gonna turn to my dad and I'm gonna get permission. Can I swear one time? He said, yeah. You, Jack. That's it for the hour, folks. I am Steve Harvey TV. We'll see you back here real soon.